right. We're all set up. This is going to be a little confusing. Hello from the Philippines. Hello. I want to visit the Philippines sometime. If anyone from the Philippines wants to become friends, hit me up on Facebook, please. My name is Fry Kreps, Kreps. Just send me a message. You know, have a real profile and send me a message saying, "Hey, I'm this guy from the Philippines from your stream." That type of thing. I'd love to make some friends there. The gameplay's already recorded. I'm going to explain exactly what's going on here. This will take about half an hour, and then we'll do something else. I'll play some other games with another deck or something like that. This will be interesting, though. I've never done anything like this before. Need to get used to doing voiceovers anyway. You played Comboss but change a card every time. Cool. Alright, I'm just going to get right into it. I think I'm not exactly centered here. That actually works better. Alright. It is El Perfect. I can't turn off the delay during a stream, and I don't want to switch it, so sorry guys, we're going to stick with the delay. It's kind of annoying, I know. It doesn't change, like if I change it midstream, it doesn't actually change. I don't think it does. It's not going to catch up now, right? No, it's not going to catch up. That'll be for next stream. Just watch my Minecraft clips. Did I make a Minecraft video or is it on that other channel? Anyway, let's just start. I'll explain what's going on. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So welcome to round 11 of the Pantheon tournaments. Again, there were 8 rounds of regular season, so to speak, and now we're in the playoffs. I won round 9 and I lost round 10, spoilers, to try hard. So this is going to be round 11. I'm in loser's bracket, which means this is a double elimination tournament. Once you lose 2 rounds in the playoffs, again, the playoffs were all the people in the regular season who had the best record. Once you lose 2 times, you're eliminated. So I'm sort of in loser's bracket, meaning I'm playing against other people who have also lost 1 game so far. And the sort of exciting thing about this part is whoever loses actually gets eliminated from the entire tournament, and the winner goes on. And if you can make it to the end, you end up having to actually beat the guy who won every game in the playoffs. You have to beat him twice because it's a double elimination. Anyway, now I'm actually recording this part of the video after the fact, so this narration is going to be after the entire tournament's over. I'm not going to spoil anything about future rounds. I'm just going to be talking about this round and what my mindset is. The reason I'm doing this is because my microphone was not working while I was playing the tournament match, and I only realized that afterwards. The whole thing has like game sound, but it doesn't have any voice sound. So right now what I've done is I'm live streaming this, so you can actually see the live chat over there is also going to be the live, while I'm recording this part. So this screen of the camera is happening after the fact. The live chat over there is also happening after the fact, but everything else on the screen, including the gameplay, which is the main part, I was recording. I wasn't live streaming it. I was just recording it while I was playing my tournament match. So I've never done anything like this before, but I think this will be a lot of fun. So going into this match, I had just lost to Tryhard. I had found a little bit of a pattern, just to introduce sort of this first match. You see I'm actually going to be using Valk Trickster Hybrid in this, is that round 8, I feel like the tournament really took 3 phases. Until round 8, I was just playing Valk Trickster Hybrid and Trick Mech and Psycho Pineclones and just the decks I knew to be good. I wasn't really preparing very much. I ended up getting wrecked by someone in round 8 who just built a deck to just completely counter Valk Trickster Hybrid, and he banned Z-Meg, so I wasn't able to use that, so I was kind of forced to just use one deck, and he built a Grass Knuckles deck with Forget-Me-Nuts and Triceratops and Black IP and just a million things to actually counter the deck. So I really went away from it. I've been using a lot of Neptuna, etc. I ended up losing to Tryhard last week, and one of the decks he used against me was this Chompzilla Ring Zilla deck, and I was actually really expecting to sort of face this deck in this round, since that sort of was the one that countered my Neptuna deck. It just seemed to be like a good choice if I wasn't using Valkster. I really wanted to bring back the Valkster in this round in order to just keep people honest and make sure that they're not just spamming Haunted Pumpkins and Split Peas and cards that are very good, let's say, against the Hardy class, but not very good against the Crazy class and control decks like this, like the Valkster. So that's a good introduction to this game. That's why I chose this deck. As you'll see in a second, I kind of guessed right. So again, this was the beginning of the match. I'm playing against JDDD, which is otherwise known as Happy Shroom. Getting some permanent bans in the chat, that's fun. Alright, so we're mulliganing. I'm going to try to actually explain what my mindset is. You definitely have to hard mulligan for a Valk or a Trickster. We did end up getting a Valk. Unfortunately, we ended up with 2 teleports and a Trapper, so it's not great. The Trapper might be useful in this matchup. He did end up, again, picking the Chompzilla that I was sort of expecting. He goes for Haunted Pumpkin. So again, this is just this idea they're just going to spam Pumpkin. It could be in this matchup once you see the control deck, by the way. Better not to play anything and play Onion Rings on turn 5 and then try to swarm on turn 6 and 7. And don't let me get value out of my tricks, and don't, kind of like ignore the minions that I play. Unfortunately, we still don't have like a Bungee Plumber. One of the whole things that makes this good is Bungee Plumber on 1, Beat Me Up on 2. Didn't end up getting either of these. Looking for that backup dancer in 2, and we got it. We're able to combine that with the Trapper territory in order to at least take the 1 card off the field. Again, the Valk is growing. The placement of the Pumpkin right now and the backup dancer is unfortunate, because if we play our Quasar, in order to get the power, we can't actually front the Pumpkin. Getting Evaporate is like, not an easy card to end up using. If we can get value from it, that'll be great. But so far, not in good shape. We did roll double 3s, though. You'll see we have 12 health and a really full block meter, so that's the one redeeming quality. The question is, do you burn the teleport here for a card? Because we're in desperate need of control. He actually passed turn 3, which is a miracle. Like, if he was able to follow up with that with just another Pumpkin or just something to play, even a catch-it mechanic would have been really, really good in lane 4. We end up teleporting, burning the teleport just to try to get a card. We're rolling slightly better than average. You end up actually not even getting the California roll. We rolled 3-3-1, so the double 3s didn't matter at all. The Quasar's pretty good there, but again, the superpower is not a defensive one at all. So in this situation, again, we have to get something going before the onion rings come out. I mean, that's going to be the really big threat against this deck, because once he's playing a lot of 4/4s, we're not going to be able to keep up with that. Unfortunately, we have a Trickster that's only at 9, and then a Valk that's only at 2. I mean, I guess it's better than covering. This was just a really, really sad play. Apparently, he doesn't have an onion rings in your hand, or else why would he play? I just don't even see the value of it too far. I guess proccing the block is good if he's going for the aggro strat. We happen to have 3 lanes clogged, and now he has an empty field. It is better than covering the pumpkin, probably, because this turn, all you do is proc the block, and then the fruitcake just ends up being extremely sad. He was playing around fruitcake. I think that's fine. Again, if you have no onion rings, probably going for a proc the block here, and then absorbing a fruitcake out of our hands. But at this point, like, if he has an onion rings, he's fine, and if he doesn't, he is in a really losing position, despite the health difference and everything, because we have 3 lanes clogged. He's just not going to be able to get that aggression. He got that from Fruitcake. It's so annoying. We actually top deck a Bungee, which activates our Evaporate. Pretty obvious play. It looks like the Trickster is actually getting to better shape here than the Valk. I don't know if it's the exact Ringzilla. Again, this is a lot of high attack early game, which you can opt to play aggressive, which is the way he played. Probably because he didn't have an onion rings in hand. If he had one, he would have played it there. Setting up the Mustache Monument early. I think it's because we have Rockwall and Fruitcake, and Shamsil really doesn't have any removal cards. Like, someone who could, like, deal with that, and decks that ran a lot of hammers, he does run catch-up mechanics, so probably since I'm a little more familiar with the Ringzilla deck list, and I know they run like 3 or 4 catch-up mechanics, I probably would not have played a 4th minion there, because it just becomes really sad. But I mean, even then, we just have to proc his block and then do 2 damage, and then the Trickster just wins next turns. Even I mean, a catch-up mechanic would heal for, he just healed for 4, so a catch-up mechanic would have done the same thing. I guess if we would play now, he'd be at 18, but even then, like, proc the block, do 4 damage, I don't know. That's very interesting, fronting Vampire, who's only doing 2, and you're risking a bunch of, you know, we had 1 Quasar at superpower. It just didn't seem like it was worth it. So we're gonna get a nice hefty attack with the Vampire. But at the end of the day, where are you gonna put that? It actually loses a trade in all the other lanes. At least there was an even trade. It just seems like a hopeless situation right now. Like, if he doesn't have more strike-through cards, and he doesn't have an onion ring, and we have 4 lanes clogged, how is he supposed to win? And that's actually guaranteed lethal, because we proc the block with the last hit, and he's under 12 health. We can do 12 here. So we take game 1. I feel like this is a very big misunderstanding of what people think that. They think that Valkster is just like a control, like you're just doing damage to your opponent's minions. The way you control, the main way, is by keeping every single lane clogged every single turn. You have backup dancers. That's why Quasar is such an important part of the deck. The barrel is very hard to take out. The beam me ups, you can, if they end up opening a lane, you just reclog it. You can teleport anything in. You have summoning. You have so many things, and again, just analyze that situation that he was in. It was almost impossible to win unless he could pull out so many strike-through cards, which he just didn't end up having. And if he plays the strike-through cards, we have easy answers to that with Fruitcake and stuff. Like, you just control the cards that are going to hit your face, and you clog every other thing. Alright, so that was game 1. We used the Valkster. It went exactly, we got exactly the matchup that we were looking for. Again, it's okay against a lot of the other decks. It's not going to be good against Citron or Grass Knuckles. At this point, we had actually banned Grass Knuckles, so it actually made Valkster better, because Grass Knuckles, you know, that deck, the red deck with the Forget-Me-Nuts and the Black Eyed Peas and the Triceratops, that was actually one of the problems. So my mindset going into this one was just trying to use a really strong deck, and I found the Bullseye Grass Knuckles. It was very, very successful. I had actually modded a couple of things in this deck. After testing this, I was testing with Seaman, my sparring partner, so to speak. I wanted to make the deck a little bit stronger against the crazy class, particularly Guard Mech. I found that that was a less good of a matchup. You know, sometimes you can have a Boogaloo or a Brainstorm deck that also just plays a lot of Con Man and a lot of, you know, Aerobics Instructor and stuff like that. Now, the regular Grass Knuckles deck was able to beat it. The mindset going into this matchup is you, instead of playing Grass Knuckles like a tempo, like an aggressive tempo deck, you really want to play it like a control deck. And you can actually use your Clickbee and stick that in front of the Con Man. That'll even trade. And you can use your Galactic Cactus as a really, really good tool. I'll just pause this until I'm done explaining. Galactic Cactus, you know, if they play Aerobics Instructor on 2, you play Galactic Cactus in front of it, you just use a 1-drop to control their 2-drop. And if you can make sure that they don't get ahead those first couple of turns, then you're much more set up to win, because, you know, if they end up playing, let's say, Hibbity Hop Gargon 5 and you play Gatling P, you're definitely going to win that. If they play... there's just, you'll try to really just control those first at least 2 to 3 turns, and then start putting a lot of tempo. And if you start putting, even on turn 4, a Triceratops and a Juggernaut on the field, it's not a very easy thing for them to deal with. You can end up gaining a lot of tempo that way. These 2 cards I added just as a tech, just to make that matchup easier, let's say, against Gargmech, that since I banned HG, Huge Giganticus, Super Brains, and... Infinity. I didn't ban Z-Mex. Everyone and their mom's going to use Gargmech against me. That's what I'm expecting. So I ran 1 copy of Primal Potato Mine just to be able to deal with like the Con Man and the Aerobics Instructor. I had an extra slot for a card, and I also ran 2... I was experimenting with 2 Hibernating Berries. Now these days, I would definitely be running Paracub. I find that actually plays around Field Clear. It also plays around like Barrel of Deadbeards. If they play Barrel of Deadbeards and you play Paracub in 5, it's like, what are they supposed to do? You're getting a 3 cost 5/4 in the water lane. I was experimenting with the Hibernating Berry, which is able to front things a little bit, maybe better than Paracub. Not really. It seems like Paracub's a better card, but it does benefit from the splash. It also, if you have the Galactic Cactus explode on the field, it's gonna be able to deal with that. So again, I was using this as a strong overall. It's a very, very strong deck. It's a lot of really good matchups. It's just the power. This is kind of the deck you need to counter in terms of its power. And I attacked a couple cards expecting Gargmech, and that's what we got. I felt pretty comfortable with this matchup at the time. It wasn't like the greatest matchup for Grass Knuckles. Grass Knuckles can be better against a Morticia and against Brainstorm and stuff like that. But even against Brain Freeze, I had tested this extensively with no blockbusters in the deck against Lockout. And this deck was just killing Lockout when I was practicing. Ended up with a pretty decent starting hand. And again, you're going to see, instead of playing really aggressively, I think this was my mindset at the time, I'm going to really try to play this like control. Turns out that it doesn't look like Gargmech because he's running Disco. Like, is this a burn deck? I wasn't really expecting that. So what I was actually doing in terms of playing control, that's a really interesting pass, is I'm expecting him to play a second card this turn. And I want to get a 2-for-1 with the Galactic Cactus and actually preserve more resources. As opposed to, let's say, if he plays Aerobics, if I played the Galacta 1, I would not have actually had a way to just remove it off the field. Or if we play Gargologist, is another dangerous card, I would not have had an answer to that. The Galacta can do 3 damage because it explodes. So he bungees. So it's still a 2-for-1. So that's still value. I mean, he's a little bit ahead on the field, but that 2-1 that he has on the field is very easy to deal with. Forget Me Nots kind of curves that, which is nice. There's the Aerobics. So, considering playing the Hibernating Berry just in 2, it seems a little slow because then it just dies to Fruitcake. I think this is what I do. Use the Forget Me Nots, prevent the trick from happening, make that trade, and then play something that will even trade with the Aerobics next turn. We actually have the Root Wall in our hand, so that actually sort of ensures that we'll be able to we'll actually win the trade next turn against the Aerobics once the Triceratops goes up to attack. Are you guys enjoying the after the fact voiceover? I kind of like this to be able to chill, because I'm always like so nervous during the tournament. Be able to like really explain a lot more detail of what kind of I was thinking. People in the chat right now are telling me this is called Igma Burn. It's not actually Gargmech, but it has a lot of, at least in the early game, a lot of similar cards. And the mindset of playing control is definitely relevant in a deck like this. So we're going to root wall that. He's very likely going for a Fruitcake. I feel like should really be playing the Photosynthesizer for some... Wow, so I'm just developing... I didn't even realize. Developing the Hibernating Berry. I feel like now the play would have been Photosynthesizer. I guess I really wanted to get value out of the Hibernating Berry, because if I wait too long, I'm not going to be able to get it. And we actually do have a pretty decent health total, so... It sort of negates the Fruitcake. Final Mission doesn't really do anything. Ends up strengthening that one. So that ends up doing pretty significant damage. It's 5 bullseye, bringing us down to 10. We still have no blocking there. At least that Aerobic Constructor is gone. We have, again, because we played the Hibernating Berry, a decent field. I probably these days would have gone for Root Wall the Triceratops and then played Photosynthesizer and Juggernaut in a different lane to counter something. Probably would have ended up trading a 2-for-1 with the strength, with the brute strength. Anyway, I think we're probably expecting binary stars. I don't remember exactly what was in there, but that kind of feels like a binary stars. The Gatling seems too slow, and we need to get more value from that. Kind of see what we can dig up there. Playing around Fruitcake, that's why we're buffing the 4-8. This apple saucer actually gives us opportunity to counter a binary stars here. I don't know what's in there, and I don't remember what I was thinking at the time, but it kind of makes sense. Got it. So now, yeah. So now we end up with, you know, with an 8-4 in lane 1. We end up with a 5-7 going in the next turn. Everything else even trades, and our opponent's, you know, has extreme card disadvantage. Really not going to be a lot of ways for him to break through unless he gets like another binary plus a trick or something. We also have a 15 damage combo in our hand if we just play Click P and the Gallon. Flamenco. Not good enough. And this will easily finish him off. There's no way with one brain he can take out a guy that's good. It's just guaranteed. Thank you, Blueberry Pie 76. Welcome to the final. Alright. It kind of felt like binary stars. It could have been like a Jester. Would have been the other card that maybe fit into that deck list. I wasn't familiar with the Igma Burn Z-Mech deck, but that's what he tried. Theoretically, that could be good against Grass Knuckles, going like a very aggressive. But again, I think with the mindset of playing defensive, it turns this deck from a really aggressive deck. Actually, you can play it control and play it that way. Just something we discovered during testing, especially with Galactic Cactus, because that's a 1-drop that easily counters the aggressive 2-drops. Alright, so just going into the next one, probably just deciding what zombie deck to use. I'm probably going to go away from the Valkster since that sort of creamed him. I just thought that he would probably go after the Valkster. Like, I do repeat decks pretty often, kind of taking a look at this mid-Tuna deck, which, you know, if you're really going to... I ban Grass Knuckles, so at that time, if you're trying to go after Valkster, the deck would have been Citron Elusive. So it has the Forget-Me-Nuts, and it has, like, the Field Clear, like the Shrinking Violet. That's, by the way, one reason that matchup is difficult for Valksters, because Shrinking Violet clears the Lane Clog, and that's the main way that you're actually controlling your opponent with the Valkster deck. This is a really good deck list. It happens the Imp Throwing Imp is particularly good against the Guardian class. They set up that Forget-Me-Nuts on turn 1, you stick an Imp Throwing Imp in front of it. It's just so devastating. I end up changing this list later in the tournament. End up running a lot more Landscapers, and those help deal with Haunted Pumpkins and Split Peas and this Chumzilla thing. The last thing I wanted, switching to Neptuna, is if he goes back to Chumzilla. One thing I think I noticed about Happy Shroom is he did not repeat decks that he lost with. There's just a few like psychological things I kind of like looked at the history and see if did they win or did they lose, and if they won, did they repeat the deck? If they lost, did they repeat the deck? You're allowed to again use the same hero as many times as you want. It's not like you know, a lot of tournaments once you play with a hero you're not allowed to repeat it. So I'm just thinking here again, really don't want to bump into Ringzilla with Neptuna, especially this version. Really dies hard. Happens to be, you can also just play very slow against Neptuna and then hit him with 9 Onion Rings and then just start swarming 4/4. It's another really, probably even a better way. I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, deciding to commit to it. Don't expect him to repeat on the... Definitely don't expect him to repeat the Chumzilla, and we end up with the matchup, and he goes exactly what I wanted, which was Citron. I honestly didn't even review this video. I'm actually watching this live. I remember a little bit sort of what happened. I remember my mindset, but like, yeah, we end up with a curve. Again, you don't need a 1 because of Forget-Me-Nuts or whatever. Like, or what else do they play on 1 in this deck? Is there Galactus in this deck? Maybe I was looking for a Rolling Stone. Kind of actually looks like I was looking for a Rolling Stone there. Once you have an Imp Throwing Imp, you really don't need it. But there's that. which is fine. We don't lose anything. We don't have any tricks to play anyway. And plus, this will either, if he protects it, it'll give us 2 imps, and if not, then it's just an even trade. We get another guy in the field. We have 2 lanes clogged. And who knows what even the imp-throwing imp ends up throwing here. The Excavator is very, very sad. We're running 4 black holes, which is very, very good against this deck. It reduces the attack. It sucks all the beans from the water lane in. This is sort of a nightmare for the Citron Elusives deck. There's a Lima. That Lima is like very see, I don't think that's a good play, the photosynthesizer. But again, this is after a lot of testing. I have no expectation for anyone. No one's testing around imp throwing it. But for me, after testing a lot of imp throwing, that was a really, really, really lucky toxic waste imp. It could have been a fishy imp, would have been the same thing or Infinity Clone, but taking out his threat, that's just so much value. Because at the end of the day, why don't you just let the Forget-Me-Nots die? And then they'll have just a 1/1, and you can kind of just like ignore that. Maybe if you need there to be open a lot of open lanes, this is the correct play because it'll end up opening this lane. But you're just giving a whole extra, like instead of giving a whole extra imp, just let them have the 1/1 on the field. Unless you're really playing around, maybe he's just playing around Weed Spray and Rolling Stones and stuff like that. Ends up that I got a that's a whole extra imp. It also prevents a little bit of damage in lane 2. It's the best thing I got. I feel like maybe Black Hole in 2 could have actually been better there. Because I have Excavator in hand. I'd like to set that up. I guess I'm going to do Pogo next turn anyway. The worst case scenario there would have been getting an imp in 3. As I'm pointing right now. But we ended up... because it would have just died for free. Actually, no, the second one would have actually traded with Forget-Me-Nots. That would have been better. Anyway, it's a little awkward, but he just doesn't have a whole lot of pressure on this field right now, and we have the other lanes clogged. We know we have to play around Shrinking Violet, and we know we have to play around Jellybean. Not this turn, but maybe next turn. Pogo seems like the only reasonable play here. Honestly, looking back, Black Hole in 2 is probably the play last turn into Excavator. And then we can replay the Black Hole. It just would be a lot more value than this Pogo here. So, probably a bit of a misplay. Narrating, I'm talking actually a lot more than I usually do. So I'm actually killing my voice, that's the thing. So he protects that, it's a good play. And then, I don't know about that Rotobega. I think you need to get value from your cards. The bounce ends up being really good. Plus, right, the Root Wall didn't play around Pogo. Very questionable play here. The Rotobega really trades with the Swabby, which is not even that good. Like, I feel like in this deck, that especially since he was running low on cards, we ended up bouncing 2s. Now he does have cards, but I feel like you just need to get a little more value out of each card you play instead of just stubbornly. It doesn't even really give him much of a tempo advantage. So Pogo, Black Hole into Excavator looks pretty good. There's a Shrinking Violet. It's a decent one. But again, it doesn't actually give him really any tempo, so we've really stabilized his field. Well, not... Bounce the walnut, make the trade. I'm not even so sure, but I guess the Black Hole getting value this turn. I just think there might be a stronger card that he plays next turn that you actually want to bounce with the Excavator. Okay? Questionable play so far. The Cowboy is looking pretty good. You just want to play around Jellybean combo, which is very good against that. That's probably what I'm thinking. Not playing around second Shrinking, but probably more Jellybeans in the deck now than there are. I'm just gonna grab like a cough drop so I can continue narrating here without losing my voice today. Where are you, Ricola? It just depends what he has in his hand, you know? It's that there for some reason. He doesn't want to ping the imp throwing imp every single turn. That's why. So he just wanted to clog that lane so he could play the Admiral somewhere. He's doing a lot of damage here, actually. Probably playing that front card is good. See what we get. This is not a great position. What is this, an Excavator?
Fry, do you consider yourself a chef?
A chef? I don't know. I cook like a dad. I just put things in an oven or just fry things in a pan. I don't follow recipes. Not really sure about that Rotavega placement, but we end up bouncing it anyway. This is not a great position for us. I feel like playing the Cowboy could have been a lot better. I was very afraid of the Jelly Bean. Probably why I didn't play it, but still, I don't know. I'm playing Admiral. That's actually a really cool Corv, because it actually strikes through. So we could go for Cowboy Frenzy. We can also go for Excavator Environment Frenzy. See, now I would play the Excavator. I don't know what's with the Cowboy. Because then if he removes the... I mean, he needs the Admiral Navy Beam. That's sort of his... I mean, if he fronts... Plus the Jelly Beam becomes a lot stronger now. I don't know about that play. After the fact, this turn I would have gone for Excavator going viral. Maybe it's just if he bounces the Corv here, if he gets that off the field. But the Shrinking Violet is devastating here, man. If he gets rid of the Corv, then his Admiral would live. We have to, like, kill it. This gives us 2 opportunities to kill the Admiral instead of just 1. Since that's probably what he needs. That's going to be his best way of bursting us. You know, he just needs 6 more damage. Let's see if he fronts the Cowboy. Nope. The good news is that the Imp throwing Imp always, well, doesn't always throw the 4. It's a 50-50, so we can at least block that 3 damage. You got that from Photosynthesizer, I suppose? This Corv dies. It doesn't do any frenzies anyway. In fact, the Imp throwing Imp doesn't throw anything. No, the Rotavega is actually not even hitting the Imp throwing Imp, so that Rotavega setup is pretty good. He's down to 1 health here, bro. Rolled a 3 and a 1. Ugh. So an Admiral just kind of... Admiral and a Bean just wins the game. Straight up. He's down to 5 with no block meters, so that's the good news. I go for Cowboy. I gotta play around Cool Bean. If we play, if he has a Cool Bean, then we're kind of screwed. We actually are able to play a Rolling Stone still this turn. We can also play the Environment. So this is just a lot of just opting for pressure. That was probably right. Playing the Mug into a Cool Bean loses us the game. Usually, it'll just give him 2 turns to do 1 damage. It would have been almost impossible. So playing those 2, being able to bounce, and again, we still have a Rolling Stone hand, which is a huge luxury here, just in case we just need to take out a little bit. But he doesn't look like he has anything. In fact, he's kind of feeding the Frenzy there. There's a Mog. Okay, I was planning on that. Doink. So that takes those off the field. I think Rolling Stone's going to be the play. Probably doing it in 2 just so we can get this 4 damage for sure. Because then 2 damage wins in 3, and then 2 damage wins in 5 in case he blocks. And if he blocks, it's actually guaranteed lethal because he already used this Mog. There's no way of preventing the damage in lane 5. So there's also no way of preventing the damage really in lane 4 either because of the Cowboys. We just had too much pressure. And that was it. It came down a lot to the matchup. I mean, all 3 times we really got the matchup we expected. I feel like, again, earlier in the tournament I was playing predictably. I feel like this was the first match where I started, like, really understanding how tournament matchups work and how to build decks in order to counter multiple matchups. I feel like this was really the time that I just turned it into first gear and was actually, you know, playing the tournament in a way I was proud of. Not, I mean, maybe the last game a few of my plays were a little questionable, but at least in terms of my deck building and what I was choosing to play and the matchup expecting and stuff like that. So, as you can see, it was best of 5, so it ends up being a 3-0. And yeah, that was round 11 of the tournament, round 3 of the playoffs. This was really fun narrating this after the fact and watching it with you guys. Excited to upload this to YouTube. And in the future rounds, you'll see my actual live commentary while I was actually playing because my microphone was working then. But anyway, that was really, really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next round. Peace. This is Fry. Cool. That was fun. That went great. That went fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Yeah, GG Happy Show. I felt like what I ended up doing in a lot of rounds is, I'll tell you another thing that I did, which I didn't talk about at the time because I didn't want people to realize I was doing this. So I'm uploading these all after the whole tournament is done because I just didn't want I didn't want people to understand my mindset. I just felt like, especially Flower Man, that first time he countered me, I just feel like I'll just look at the ways that person counters other people. I was kind of like looking at match results and trying to understand what a person's mindset is going into each match. Peace, this is the chat, exactly. So, yeah, really unlucky not getting the jelly bean there for Happy Shroom. I just expected people to counter the decks I had played the last couple of weeks, and then I would just switch all of my decks to counter that. And then the next week, I would just look at the next person and say, is he gonna counter what I played last week, or is he just gonna play his strong? There's some people they don't even counter at all. They just play their strong deck. So I'll say, which of these strong decks is he gonna choose against me, and I'll pick a deck to counter that. So just ended up doing a lot. I feel like it was starting with this round, with the round 11, that I started really doing a lot of that stuff. And so far, so good. I won't spoil this for people keeping up with us on YouTube. Alright. That was fun. It only took a half an hour. We can still play some games. What shall we do here? Yeah, it's definitely a lot different reading me. I feel like the person who was able to read me in this tournament was Tryhard. I really think the first two, he's so humble, and he says, no, I didn't. He's the one who beat me 2 rounds. He's always like so humble, like, no, I'm just using decks. He's a lot smarter than he than he lets off, than he claims to be. He's definitely being. I feel like he was actually really, really able to think kind of 2 steps ahead, thinking how I would try to counter him and then countering those. Because I mean, it was uncanny how many good matchups he got. I felt like against most of the other opponents, especially starting with this one, I was able to get pretty good matchups though. Tier list now? No, my voice definitely can't handle that. I'd love to do that at some point though. Can definitely suggest decks in the show deck thing. This is the only one I'm gonna narrate because all the other ones the voiceover was working. Again, the reason I did that is because my microphone was not working that day. So I have this whole video with the game sound and I'm talking and there's nothing coming out. My microphone just wasn't on. So that was fun. I thought that would be like a lot of effort to be able to narrate, but that was actually pretty easy. Play PvP against viewers? We could do it. You guys want to play some games? Let's play some games, guys. That sounds good. I accept friends. Again, can't guarantee. You can use channel points, though. Oh, no. Looks like it's going to work for some people. Feel free to challenge me. My in-game name is Fry 'em Up. All one word. Oh, my friend list is going to be a mess after this, but for you guys, come on. It's worth it. If you use 100,000 points or donate at least $5, I'll add you. Or else I'd be sitting here for the whole stream just adding people. Can't do it, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why Nightbot's being silly. It might be something with Twitch getting hacked and they disable all the third-party stuff. I'm logged into Nightbot. I don't know what the thing is. Robin? Who's Robin? Smash Gargologist, and tons of Gargs. I was actually trying a mop version. You know what? I should show you guys the mop Gargs. That was fun. I actually was running a deck like that for a little while. Let me throw it together real quick. It doesn't look like the PvP is working here, so. I'm sweating with the sweater on. Bro. I can't open my windows too because they're doing construction outside for the last like 2 months. So annoying. Hey, Bedorni.
We need a lead. We need a lead.
He's gonna use Comboss. What do we have to test, Bedorni? Let's try it against Trick Mech. See how it goes. Robin was a Smash Bros joke. I'm not up to date with the memes. I should just variety stream. I think I'm gonna do it. I just have to wait till I'm feeling like a good place. I'm just gonna like variety stream mobile games. Just chill and maybe not so chill and just stream game after game after game. Kick-a-pow. Welcome to the primally. No, 11 months. What the hell? That looks like a good hand. It's a mighty fine hand. I think I will play with someone. Just able to get value off the Blooming Heart and stuff. Click piece. Do strength. Probably making him play against lightning bolts is better than the strength here. The berry blast hits this. Maybe I'm playing the Quasar though. Yeah. Thanks, Celia. What's the play here? What is the play? We have a few good plays. I should get this deck list on the stream. I don't know. I think I made this the other day. Can we gamble? Want to gamble on each game, guys? God damn it. Banana launcher sadness. Seedling. Okay. Just want something that's gonna actually hit this turn. It's called Frymac, exactly. Survey says you're obnoxious. Survey says you're obnoxious. Pretty strong play regardless. You have two really big threats in the field. I'd like not to roll 3 here. Don't get him big in. Did you see his time to shine? What? Is this Bedorni? Or is this Undercover Broth? Why would... What? 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 What the heck just happened? It's the Twilight Zone. Why would you play that? This is a good player here. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Why is he intentionally throwing though? Too bad we can't play this. I'm actually running environments in this version. It's looking okay. Why though? Is this must be Undercover Broth, right? There's no way this is Bedorni. Dude. There's no way, bro. I'm messaging Bajorni. But why would he play the super there? Oh, that was him. He just misplayed the Captain Combustible super. Wow. No, that was him. I just met. He's in my. I have his Discord. Bajorni. We actually tested a little together too. A little bit with Bajorni, a little bit with Cheesecake. He's just trolling. Why am I? Why is Bajorni trolling me? He says he's just laughing his ass off right now. Okay, whatever. Tell me why is right. Looks like the friend list cleaned up a little bit. I don't know. Laz, we actually I just narrated a video. So we had the 3-0 dream for the tournament. I'll be uploading that probably tomorrow. I'm so very confused. I'll show you guys the Smash Mop Gargologist deck. It was kind of fun.
IDK, this one was the first one that came in mind. An English lord, having fulfilled his marital duties, goes down to the library to smoke a cigar, and says to his servant, "You know, John, Lady
Marital
Cecilia
duties.
was especially cold to me today. Sir,
Oh no, it cut off. I want to hear the rest of the story. Hold on, I'll find it. All right, so the king and the queen just got freaky. Sir says, "You know, John, Lady Cecilia was especially cold to me today." And he said, the guard said back, "Sir, Lady Cecilia." I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You didn't even know her name? Is that the joke? I'm so confused. Alright. I want to receive the request. I have too many friends on my list and it's glitched. How did we do this? It was like 3... I went with these. We went with 4 Gargologists. Where's Gargologist? And then you run Supernovas. You run these guys. This will probably be a slightly different version than the one I tested, actually. You run like 2 going virals. You could probably run 3 of these. Then we'll run Cheese Cutter. Then what else is the deck weak against? Could probably run a few of these. Yeah, Nightbot can't do any of the things that make it access Twitch. It could be they're worried about like the hack or something like that. And then 2 of these. Something like that. Play Doki Doki on stream. Okay. Okie dokie. This will be called Mop. Doesn't look like anyone's able to challenge me. Let's make a deck list. Smash. Let's just try a couple. Don't look like the PvP's working. I'll try a couple of these in ranked though. Planet of the Grapes Starfruit. I don't know. It's so sad though. Like at that point, why are you even drawing cards? What are you gonna do with those cards? You're looking for a plant food, I guess. That looks awesome. This is like guaranteed. Oh my gosh. I'm actually even mulliganing this because I don't care. I don't even need it anymore. Countertron is OP. Dandelion OP. Pass. Grass. This makes it impossible for him to deal with this. How would he possibly deal with this? It would have to be banana into primal potato mine. Would be banana peel primal. This is probably the only way. Got him. Let's pass Knuckles. What's with the pass Knuckles? Bro. So this wins a trade against anything. Except for Shamrocket. And then it's an even trade. Wait. Okay, so you know, John, Lady Cecilia was especially cold to me today. And then he said, Sir, Lady Cecilia died at noon. That's gross. Necrophilia joke. What are you gonna do for no nut to win? You better find a girlfriend. Bruh. What was he thinking? I feel like committing 2 of these into the Rumble is pretty sad. Oh, it's turn 4. Do I even have a second guard? Maybe keeping that bounty hunter for 4 was probably correct, actually. Instant regret. Becky, I really like to smash you. It's pretty good. It's a 3-4. Did he play Rumble already? Oh. Whoops. Guys, I'm spaced out, okay? We're done with the narration part. It's pretty good. You're right, he played Rumble last turn. That's how he got this down to 3. Silly, silly. Bruh. Bruh. Just delaying the inevitable. I mean, this was good, but he only played like 2 cards the whole game. Wow. 3. 3-code wonder. Persevere. Hello. I feel like I do want to do variety streams. I might start next week. I have to get these roasts going too, but like, I don't know. I've just been like stressed out lately, and I haven't been up to new projects. But I kind of just want to sit and just play game after game. People can use it to see which mobile games are fun, but it'll just be fun. I'll actually be playing fun games. I'm only going to include in the final video the parts that were fun. I have to like set up keys on my keyboard to quickly mark that down. But I've done that before. I'm gonna play this on one into Solar Flare. Has too many entries. Now this is good because I'll have to go all in on the two. Maybe I'll remove this. Do you like every Sunday? I kind of want to do it every day. I want to just play mobile games. I like mobile games. They're fun. They're easy. They're free. They have a big audience. They don't have a lot of creators making content for it. I think I'll take it. Pokemon Unite. That'll be fun. Are you a psychologist by any chance? Well, the definition of a psychologist is someone who studies psychology, so yes. I know some university nuts will not like that definition. They'll say, no, you have to be accredited by one of 8 universities in the world, and then you're a psychologist, and otherwise you're garbage. But yeah. Never trust a leftist. Sorry. Or a rightist, by the way. Never trust brainwashed people. Oh, did he always have 2 banana bombs there? El Schwoops. I think we're just gonna play for the turn 7 guard launcher. Parasol Pharaoh, just nice to cob cannon. I don't know. Parasol with big card. I think Parasol with small cards is good. La, 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 la. Banana bomb that, bitch. Bruh. What am I supposed to do? Cost me 2 banana bombs. That's perfect. heck is going on? Yeah? Banana bomb this. Bitch. Bingo board? I don't know. Sounds too complicated. I checked the decks at the end of the stream. Probably in like 20 minutes or so. What the heck? That's your play? This is gonna move. It will move here, I think. Oh boy. It's Gargy Gargy time. Whee! What's Mala fail? Yippity doo doo, yippity doo. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on. You should have played the mop though. How about now? More Molocales. This guy's nuts. Oh no. Does he win if we don't get this in the right lane though? It's a 50-50 of him winning. Oh no, it's Hunt. Yeah, we're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we always throw 2 more Gargs. Yeah, we're 100% fine actually. He's booping that one. Gotta use these banana bombs eventually. How many does he have? Oh, he's trying to set up a possible victory. Because he has 4 banana bombs in hand. I see. I see what you're up to. You scoundrel. So now, if we throw to exactly 3 and 5, and don't get a nurse, and don't get a Zombot, and don't roll a 2 and a 3 in this lane, then he wins. We can also get a Rodeo Garg. Just take all the things that actually save us here. Oh, we got the nurse? Okay, we're good. Now we have 13. Oh, we didn't actually get it either. Hello, nurse. Bruh. And we rolled a 3 and a 2. Thank you, Bobby. Yippity doo doo. Yippity doo. Had to play mop at least once in a mop deck. Come on. What cuisine do you like the most? Vietnamese. Easy. Maybe it's just in Toronto, I don't know. Vietnamese, they know what they're doing. Was that a 6-6? Makes me so sad. Banana! Bro! Wow, that's bad. Becky! How did he kill that? Anyway, we'll have extra hits. Is it enough? It's more than enough. We usually win just from hitting. Otherwise, yeah, we won in 5. We would have done. We would have been up to 15 health. He would have done 5. Then we hit a 7-8 in the water. A Canadian roll would be sushi with maple syrup on it. One more game? About one more game. I got places to be today. Okay, so I did that. I have to upload this video. And that'll be on, and I can publish it tomorrow. And I just won't upload on Sunday. And on Monday I'll be back. Everything's fine. I just have a little bit of a weird weekend. But it's gonna be good. Oh snap. Oh snap. I think I'll go for the environments. Set these up. Oh, was Galvanize 1 guaranteed? Whoops. The chat's saying Galvanize in 1 was guaranteed lethal. Hot tub stream? I told you guys, $500 for getting an OnlyFans. That's how it's going. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. I think we'll go for these two. This probably should have gone on the ground. What phone do I use? I use a Galaxy S8. I find sightseeing. I really should find a different way to do this because I don't want to have to buy a Galaxy phone for the next phone. It's a ripoff. You have this whole thing where you have to log in or they send you a notification every hour. It's so annoying. I think there's just better phones that are cheaper. I'll get an LG next time. I just bought a Galaxy again because Samsung has a really good way to get your phone on your computer, which for my purposes is very we're 2-0 right now. This deck's pretty good. Brawl Stars? I could try it again. It seems like that's something that a lot of people want to see me play, so. That's an awkward hand. Oh my gosh. It's so OP. LG stopped making phones? What's a Pixel? Is that a Google? Google Pixel? Or am I just high? Kind of makes sense that if Google makes a phone, they're making the software, so. Alright, well this is happening now. We also have Smash this turn. Hi Sayman, sorry I didn't get back to you. Maybe later. Bro. Bro. Zillow fair. Hello fair. Gonna heal for real. Pretty good play. This man's staying alive here. How much does a 5 cost in US? He's like, I'm not getting zombotted, I'm sorry. Yo, Dad. Yippity doo. Just want more tricks to play. Did he like seriously just damage him? Like seriously? It's fine. They only killed 1 card net, and we're drawing. Yeah, pretty damn good. I'm looking for the thinking cap here. We'll have 4 cards to play. It's kind of Neptuna summoning or something like that. God damn it. What the hell? What was that? Probably not worth it. Welcome to the game too on Steam. Guys, I'm gonna make a way. I'm probably gonna make a channel point. If I really start doing variety stuff, I'm gonna make some kind of channel point system in order for you guys to suggest games. But if you guys are just telling me, can you check out the game, you just say the title, it doesn't really do a whole lot for me because it's like, I still don't really know anything about it, you know? It's pretty good acid. Right? I think this dying is gonna be just smash it. Yeah, it was pretty bad superpowers. The acid rain was okay, but I mean the chop, we'll get value from it. He's gonna play some Lycan. Thinking cap, more like thinking cap. Get it? Because it lied. More like thinking capper. More like your mom. I don't even know what to do. More like thinking crap. Guys, come on. Okay, this, I'm getting trolled mercilessly right now. Bro. The 5A is $4.99. Cool. $4.49 US? That's crazy, man. Yippity doo doo. Like a 5-1 is good. Shadow Fight Arena, you're playing that? I played Shadow Fight 2 extensively. Shadow Fight 3, I don't know what Arena is. Is that actually a PvP game? Because that sounds like fun. Heck did this come from? Hippity boo boo. Bippity. But you know, the weapons were really imbalanced when I played it. It could be they probably actually patched it. I just never tried it after that. I installed it when it came out and I was just like, and you can't like choose what weapon. It was just like given to you randomly in chess. It's just a bad system. Shadow Fight 2 is pretty fun though. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You guys get it? Please no Doom Shrooms. Pretty please. I think we'll chop later. This is fine. Just getting the cyborg is okay. Horror stream. I'm not good at horror games. I almost couldn't. Well, I was watching someone stream. I saw someone stream the rest of Subnautica. I mean, he didn't really go through the story at all. He just sped run it. But even that, it was a lot. I'm not good at horror games. Horror. I'm not good at the horror. I want to chop this one and draw cards. It's as good as a 5-5 probably. He's healing so no. Why, bro? Uncool. Dude, I'm cool. I've never played Undertale. That would be a game in just a variety stream. I just sit and play Undertale. I kind of want to. I think people will enjoy watching me just play random stuff. I just have to do it. I just have to make a time in my schedule, like 4 more hours of streaming every single day, and then you know, cutting it and uploading it to YouTube. It's not gonna be that hard. We can actually make highlight videos out of that, which will be fun. Just like funny moments, I guess. Did he just cornucopia? Did he get cornucopia from cornucopia? Are you kidding me? He doesn't deserve it. What the heck just happened, bro? Are we done? We haven't even blocked yet this game, and we're somehow down to 2. How did this happen? Rolled another one. No, we're just dead. We're just dead. What the heck just happened? Bruh. Put that in the highlight. All right, one more. Oh snap. We have the pumpkin answer too. I'll definitely take it. Why can't Planewalker summon another Planewalker? I don't know. It's probably no logical explanation. It's probably just the game code. Cornucopia apparently can make Cornucopia though. I don't know. It's gonna be another stream today now. I gotta go. Bro! Make it stop. Okay, bro. This man's about to get mocked. That's all I gotta say. Maybe setting up the environment this turn was actually better. Just take the damage. Huh. Bruh. That's not how that works. Okay. Creative. Just environment smash, I guess. Usually the second cornucopia doesn't matter because all the lanes are clogged anyway. Unless you get a team up, because then it'll make an extra minion. Hey, smash! I love to smash. Mommy. Weird. Come on, we just need any minion. Please. Anything he plays, this actually gets sucked in. If this is on the left, this one's on the right, this always, even if he plays it here, it always moves and grows. Yeah, thanks for feeding, bro. Have a nice day. Most people don't know that too, which makes it even better because they don't play around it. The frenzy happens before the blueberry. Yeah, it's after the attack phase leaves the lane. It doesn't leave until it's resolved. I think since we have frenzy in hand, well, probably play around Cuke actually. Whoops. If he has Cuke, this is a very sad day for all the Jews. I think K-pop fans are toxic? I don't know, I'm sure some are. I don't really know that many K-pop fans. I gotta get in with the Korean girls. Roast him up, PewDiePie, listen. Opinion on Squid Game. I haven't watched it. I opened it up and I was kind of in the mood for something easy, and then it was, you know, it has either subtitles or dubs, and I just didn't get into it. I just haven't been in the mood to watch some like a really... I have enough fucked up stuff in my life that I don't need a show that is even more, you know? I just haven't been in the mood to watch it, but I probably will. The most annoying thing is that YouTube Shorts is every person is saying, hey, look, I'm gonna make the candy, all the food channels. For some reason I watch. They're like, I'm gonna make the candy from Squid Games. If I see one more person making the Squid Game candy, oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm deleting YouTube. It'll be the end of my career. I can't take it. I can't. I can't. Bruh. Alright guys, I gotta go. I got a lot of stuff to do, including making today's video. I'm gonna upload that probably. I'll schedule it for tomorrow morning. Squid Game is this new Netflix show. It's this, I think it's a Korean show about some in real life game show where people do dangerous, are forced to do like stuff or else they get killed or something like that. I don't know. Something really messed up. Just don't watch shorts, you know. Roast Squid Game, maybe. Right now, I'm roasting PewDiePie. I'm almost done. I just need a few more hours to work on it. I just have to find the energy. I want that fire back. The first time we fought was Infinity Chickening Deck. I made a chickening deck with Infinity. Head chickening. That was like OP. Against Captain Combustible. It's even on YouTube. Okay. Alright, guys. Oh, decks. I forgot about the decks. I'll check the decks. Sorry. I almost forgot. I almost forgot it. Okay. Okay, so here's Bedorni's silly combos deck. What is this gonna be? What's going on here? Okay, guys, here's Bedorni's combo deck. It's beautiful. What the heck is this? It's the one of everything. This deck works well now. The Seeker's running Puff Shrooms for the Blockbuster and Gloom Shroom? You made the Spadao deck work? This is the deck? Kind of like the Puff Shroom with the Gloom Shroom, not gonna lie. I should try this. So far, everything Saman has sent me has worked. Alright, I think this is what we're doing on Sunday. Saman, counter, Spadao. Starch Lord OP says do a Smash Guard deck, yeah. So we tried that today. Thanks for the suggestion. This is a custom deck you made. It's from Rocky Meow Meow. What the heck's going on the top left corner of this picture? It's like some glare. Oh, you took a picture of your phone. I see. I see what's going on. It's a lamp. Fry, you should trim your beard if you seem more energetic in the streams, which is shorter. It's funny, but it's the opposite. It's that when I'm feeling in a really great mood and stuff, I usually like keep myself much more well kempt and I trim my beard and that. And then when I'm, but you're right. I think a person's appearance can also have an impact on the way they feel inside. I definitely need to trim my beard. So, all right. So this is a Swarm of Mastery. So it's basically Trick Mac with a lot more variety of cards. I kind of like it. I would run Rolling Stone instead of Bungie. You're also running Flag. Fossil Head. This deck seems fine. It looks like a very good... Wow, you're running a lot of ones. Could be this works. If you don't get if you don't get flagged, then you go the teacher route. I really should do that. Well, anyway. Nice lamp. And here's from Yo-Yo's. He says, good budget deck in my opinion. What is this? Like, get to rank, but you're running teleportation and zombie and teleport. It's hard to call this budget. What's with the unlifes? Sorry, with the paparazzis. It just doesn't seem like there's enough tricks. Want some beam me ups or something? Beam me up instead of fishy? I don't know. Alright, you people. I will see you on Sunday. That was fun. That was a great stream. I'm going to cut that up and upload it now. I got a lot of stuff to do in the next 2 hours, so I will see you guys next time. It's 4:20. Bye.